Greetings. I am Tabin of a Mind Transformed, and this is Manna for Your Journey. Have you ever wished that God would tell you everything? If you're anything like me, you would like to know the entire plan up front. You would like to know exactly what to expect, what's going to happen, what's coming your way. And while that would be nice, God knows us far better than we know ourselves. Jeremiah 29:11 talks about God knows the plans that He has for us, plans for our good, not for our harm, to give us a future and hope. But that doesn't mean that He's going to reveal the entirety of the plan to us. It says God knows the plans He has for us. It doesn't say God shares those plans He has for us. It doesn't say God fully reveals those plans He has for us. It says He knows. But God then tells us through the word what those plans are. They're plans for our good, not for our harm. They're plans to give us a future and hope. So God knows the plans that He has, and He knows they're for our betterment. They're the best things that can happen for us. He also knows He can't reveal the full details to us. Because there are plans that if God told us what they were, what heartache may entail leading up to that, what we would have to overcome or what we would have to go through, we would say that His plans, which are good, are bad. And they're not the right plans for us. We would basically call the blessing a curse. We would basically say that we would get rid of destiny ahead of time. We wouldn't even walk that path. We would tell God we don't want it. We're not interested. What else do you have? I'm gonna swipe left. What's my other options? And God knows us. So He doesn't reveal the full thing to us. David was anointed to be king by most accounts around age 12. That's all he knew. God didn't give him any further details. Because between being age 12 and the time that he was anointed to be king, somewhere around 30, he went through a lot. The current king at the time, Saul, tried to kill him several times. David had to flee. He had to go on the run. Saul tried to stir up people against David. And David had to leave what he knew, step outside of his comfort zone. Had David known that ahead of time, maybe at age 12 or 15 or 18, David may have said, nope, being king sounds like too much work. I don't want that destiny. But once he got there, it turned out to be the best thing for him because God knew the plans that He had for him. And David got to impact his generation and many generations afterwards. The Bible says David served his generation well. So it's not what we shouldn't focus on is where we are right now in the midst of that journey. What's going on at this time? We have to trust that if God told us to move in a direction, it's for our good. It's not for our good in that moment. It's going to be for our good when we wind up getting to the place that He has for us. All things work together for the good, for those that love the Lord, for those that are called according to His purpose. Right? All things. But we get focused on where we are today. We're tied in time. We're temporal. All we know is the only moments we know we're going to have are the moments we're currently experiencing. And we base decisions off of what's happening to us right now. Well, if things continue this way, I don't want it. It is never going to get better. And we start speaking death in situations where God fully intends for it to produce life because we're so focused on what's going on right now. It's why God has to conceal the plan. Because we would abort destiny, we would give it up way before we got to the blessing. We got to where God wanted us to be. How many people have you spoke to that have told you a part of their testimony or their journey of some sort where they told you it was difficult for a time, but it was the best thing for them? Breakthrough means we have to go through something. We have to break through some barrier, some resistance, some issues, and some situations. But the other side is better. God may not reveal the entirety of the plan to us, but we already know the plan that He has for us. It's a plan for our good and not for our harm. It's going to give us a future and hope. So no matter what you're going through, no matter the struggles or the opposition you're facing to achieve what you believe God is telling you to do, I'm just here today to tell you that it's going to be worth it. It may be a struggle, and it may be some consternation and some issues as you go through, but it is going to be worth it. That is a guarantee. Well, that's all I have for you today. Again, my name is Tabin of a Mind Transformed, and this has been Manna for Your Journey. Be blessed.